Hey guys, come along as I show you guys step by step how I make my snow globe tumbler. So today I actually made this beautiful tumbler doing my TikTok live, and I decided to post this video so you guys can actually get a sneak peek of how I actually make these. So this is me pouring the solution, and then here I am mixing the glitters together. So the decal I'm using today, it's the one that has a turtle on there, and it kind of have this under the sea vibe. It's very colorful. It has pink, purple, blue, so it kind of give you the feel of being under the sea or underwater. So now what I'm doing is I'm mixing together glitter that actually matches the decal. So the decal had purple, pink, blue, and it was different shades of blue, different shades of purple, and different shades of pink. So my goal was to find a color that actually matches the color that is present in the decal. So after I found the colors, I was happy with the colors. So then my next step was to mix all this color into a little mixing cup. And that is what I'm doing right now. I think I used like 2 or 3 shades of blue, 2 or 3 shades of pink, and 2 or 3 shades of purple, just because my goal was to get the exact color or the colorful effect that the decal. So when I got done mixing the glitter, I kind of held the decal together with the glitter so that I can compare to make sure they were both similar. I was satisfied, and then this is me pouring the glitter. So in order to avoid making a lot of mess, I use my funnel, and basically the funnel just helps target the glitter into the cup. So as you can see, the amount of mess was very, very, very minimum. So now I'm done pouring the glitter into the cup. What I'm doing is I'm shaking it lightly just to make sure the glitter falls to the very bottom of the cup. And then I'm giving it a gentle shake because I want the glitter to move around in the solution. Here I am comparing the glitter in the cup with the decal. So now I'm satisfied. I don't need to add any more glitter. The colors and everything is perfect. What I'm doing is I'm adding more solution. The solution and my mixture is perfect, and I'm satisfied. There's no air bubble. I go ahead and I put the stopper on the bottom just to make sure the cup doesn't leak. And then what I do is I get a clean towel and I just spray the cup just to make sure the surface that the decal is gonna go on is nice and clean, because if there's oil residue on there, it's not gonna have a clean surface to stick on. Then the decal is not gonna stick onto the cup. So that's why it's very, very important to make sure you clean it with a clean cloth, towel, or paper towel, whatever you have, before you can go ahead and start applying the decal. So here I am putting on my decal. This is the part you want to be very, very careful. When your fingerprint is on the adhesive, it's not going to stick onto the cup. then your decal is going to be useless. So you want to make sure you use scissors to cut it, and then make sure you're not touching it afterwards. So this is me being very, very careful, because I don't want to touch the surface that the decal is going to lay on. And you're going to see me get my squeegee right there. So the squeegee basically, it helps with bubbles. So as you're putting the decal on, you just want to make sure you're pushing it down, or you're rubbing it down to take any air bubble from between the cup and the decal. So that squeegee is very handy and helpful. And then you're going to see me, I'm going to pick up the cup, and then I'm going to go ahead and just continue to take out any excess bubble, because I want my decal to be flat on the cup. I don't want there to be any bubble between the cup and the decal. So that's the process you see me doing right now. And then when I'm done with that, what I do next is I try to peel the top layer off the decal. So basically the decals have two layers. The bottom layer, which is the one that you would take from under to stick it onto the cup, and then the top layer that you remove on the top. And then here I am showing my final results. Look how beautiful this cup is. It looks like sand on the water with rocks. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much.